Just say your name for me.
Josh Stewart.
And spell the whole thing.
Josh, Stewart, Stewart.
Okay, anytime.
All right, Josh, so give us your story.
Well, biggest part is, I guess it was 2 years ago. I started, I knew, from a young age that I was always a big kid. But I always justified it, when I was in high school as, I'm a football player. Football players are all big. And then, I got out of school and started working, and I just kept getting bigger. And I always told myself, oh, I'm still active. I have a physical labor job, I still move enough. And, eventually, I ran out of excuses for my size, and I noticed that I was having more and more trouble just getting around every day. And I finally ran out of excuses, and I looked myself in the mirror and said, it's time to do something, because if you don't do something, you're going to die. And that kind of happened about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and decided I had to do something. I seen a commercial on TV actually for BMI of Texas. And that day I made the phone call and I sent an email. And the next day I got a phone call from BMI of Texas, and they set up an appointment for 2 weeks later, went in, and they treated me with respect. That was the biggest thing. A lot of doctors, they see somebody that's overweight and it seems like they don't want to have nothing to do with you. And all the staff there made me feel comfortable. It didn't feel like, they were walking around a corner snickering and everything. And, and that's one of the biggest things is I felt comfortable there. They didn't make me feel out of place. And they just made it real easy to talk to them. And, they deal with that kind of clientele, I guess, that, just because, we're bigger people doesn't mean that we don't have feelings and everything else. And, they treated me with respect and made me feel comfortable, and they worked with me, taught me the right things to do and the wrong things, and they saved my life.
So where were you at your heaviest?
I was 450 pounds at my heaviest.
And how long ago was it when you had surgery?
I had surgery on June 18th of 2014.
So right now you're about 10 months out?
I'm 10 months out right now, and right now I weigh 304 pounds, I believe is what the scale said this morning. Yep. So, I mean, I've come a long ways. And, the biggest thing is Dr. Seeger, when he seen me in my first consult with him, he said, I want you to lose 23 pounds before the surgery. And in my head, I was scared to death that I wasn't going to be able to lose that 23 pounds, because I had tried the dieting and I've tried that all on my own, and nothing ever worked. And, but then again, I didn't have the tools that, that I was given and taught by the dietitians. And I found that, I remember it was January 5th of 2014 when I had that first consult with Dr. Seeger. And I was scared that I wasn't going to lose the weight. And then by the time my surgery rolled around, I'd already lost 50 pounds on my own. And it just blew my mind that, if by doing the steps that you guys gave me, I was able to just go leaps and bounds beyond where I thought I could get on my own. So, I mean, again, I feel that I owe my life to you guys. And if I can help one other person reach their goal and what they want to, be at, by helping them, if it's, helping them mentor them on, you know, their diet, even if they're not seeing a, you know, a dietitian or seeing, you know, a doctor or going to have the surgery. But if I can just help somebody live a little bit longer by giving them what little bit of knowledge I can, I feel it's worth it.